alrighty then, let's get to it. Welcome, and obviously thank you for being here. You've obviously clicked something, you've clicked a link, you've done something to receive this video. Maybe it's on YouTube, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. And that tells me that you're curious. You're curious about this work, you're curious about how this can actually help you in your life. Okay, so I just want to say congrats and really recognize you for taking the time to listen to this. And I'll be really brief on my story. I grew up here in Sydney, Australia, and went to high school, left high school, and I was always curious around why people did things. I was going to study psychology, but I ended up not. I followed the money, and I did another course. I did property economics. But it was in my third year at uni where a friend of mine actually introduced me to personal development. Okay, I saw him making some changes and I thought, man, if he can do this, like I can start doing some stuff. I can start honing my life. And I was 21 at the time. Okay, pretty young. And drinking beers and having a lot of fun and partying and whatnot. And I dived into these books. I dived into Tony Robbins. I dived into Robert Greene. I dived into the law of attraction, and it just opened me up to possibility. Okay, and I learned a hell of a lot. Okay, so since the age of 21, I'm now 29. I immersed myself in all of these books and all of these amazing things. I worked on myself, and I went to these workshops, and I ended up having the privilege of representing a really large company as well. And I sold programs that were around mindset, even Tony's programs, and a bunch of other stuff, wealth strategies and whatnot. And even though that was great and I had a lot of achievements in my life at quite a young age, I was still searching. I was still chasing, I was still trying to figure out. I was yo-yoing a lot, and I didn't have the relationship that I wanted. I let go of a lot of passions in my life as well in the pursuit of business and money success. And I ended up being introduced to my teacher, Mas Sajady, so Massajady. And he was this bloke. I remember listening to a meditation that's very similar to one of my meditations, or maybe you've listened to his, I don't know. And something in that meditation made me go, okay, this is different. Something's up. And I dived into it. Okay, I immersed myself into it. I went through a lot of detox, a lot of process, a lot of letting go. I had to let go of a lot of that stuff that I'd learned from all of those beautiful people around mindset and success, harnessing relationships, all those things. And I went through the process. It was pretty intense, to be frank, very intense. But now I'm here, okay, and I now have these amazing abilities that are innate within all of us. Everyone has access to these abilities where we understand how, and I'm saying we, Mas, myself, other individuals, we understand how this physical reality works. And that brings me to frequency work. Mas has labeled it as XI, exponential intelligence. It could be frequency work. It could be, if you want to call it God's work, nature's work, the natural cycle of life. It's a knowledge that has always been here, will forever be here, and it's timeless. Okay, so Mas had his experience and was able to package it for us, which has been phenomenal. So big shout out to him. Thank you, Mas. And with these abilities, I'm able to see your frequency blueprint. Okay, why your life is the way it is from a frequency standpoint. Okay, so if you don't know, if you look at an atom, 99% of an atom is energy. It's frequency. It's nothing. 1%, roughly, is physical matter. Okay, so if you expand that out, what are we made of? What's this world made of? Matter, right? Atoms. So we are 99% unseen frequency and 1% physical matter. You can look into quantum theory. Joe Dispenza talks about this a lot. You've probably heard of him. Maybe you haven't, but he's another cool bloke to look into. But so a lot of the work that I did and a lot of the work that you might be doing to change your life it stems from that physical level. It could be doing the mindset work, the neurology, the physical connection, the physical, say, electricity in your body. A lot of stuff tends to deal with the physical component of this reality. It's only 1% of what makes up you. Now, there's a challenge with that. It can get you so far, just like me, and at the same time, it really helped me. It really supported me. You know, the components of that work, there's nothing wrong with that work, like the purity of those teachings and those knowledge that's out there. And I'm not referencing everything. It might be, it's not everything that's out there. It's more about who you are when you receive that knowledge. Okay, how do you filter that knowledge? Because if you are not addressing the 99% of you, which is, say, your foundation of your house, it's kind of like the foundation of your house, you know, that's the most important part, is the foundation. If you're not addressing your 99% of who you are, your frequency blueprint, then that stuff will work, but it'll only get you so far. Or you might find that you're spinning your wheels, things aren't working for you, you know, and you do all the things, yet something doesn't feel right, something's still missing. Well, what's missing is your connection with your frequency body, yourself. Okay? And that's the big challenge with those other modalities. They're still fucking amazing, don't get me wrong. And I love them and I still use them. And however, it's built upon a strong foundation now. Okay? So that's a brief intro into frequency work. It's really potent for those that might be getting into it in the initial phases, even in the later phases, because again, it is a journey, right? It's a continual, say, process. It really is self-mastery, okay? This is only for the individuals that are committed to themselves and really want to own their lives and own this reality, okay? Creating a beautiful reality, which I'm creating at the moment, you know, beautiful partner. I get to do something that I love, which is this. You know, great relationships. I don't need to, you know, hype myself up in the morning for 2 hours to, you know, get into things. And I know that's a bit facetious and a bit, you know, like, come on, mate, like, whatever. But there's a more efficient way to do things. Those things are beneficial, but there's just a more efficient way to do something now, to be yourself, really. So, you know, look around, listen to that meditation that you've been sent through, and be wary as well that you most likely will go through a detox period or phases along your journey if you do decide to, say, continue with this work and actually give it your all. And detox simply is you letting go of all the bullshit, letting go of all the family baggage, the society's conditioning. Imagine you've been living in a home that has all of humanity's stuff and even your family's stuff, abuse programs, lack, relationship issues, health issues, money issues, whatever it is. That's everything since the dawn of your family's, say, birth, great-grandpa, great-great-great-grandpa, all the way has been in your home. It's in your home. It's never been cleaned out. And now, as you move through this work, your eyes are, say, your filters, the lights are being switched on. I'm showing you how to turn those lights on, and you're going, crap, okay? So if you experience, say, physical detox, you might get physical ailments might show up for you as a way for you to really look after yourself, okay? So it's kind of like a punch in the face to, like, go actually take care of your body. You might have emotional things that come up, previous, say, emotions, memories, say, resolved memories that come up. You may have relationship dynamics may change, okay? Financial situation may change as well. This doesn't happen to everyone, but again, the reason why this happens is that anything that is not pure for you, anything that it isn't coming from, say, the true source of who you are, like the truth of who you are, has to fall away as you connect back to your truth and strengthen that connection with your truth. It happened to me, okay? And I'm not going to go into that. It's another video, another share, but that it has to happen. It's not like I'm doing anything to, like, yes, I am doing stuff and supporting you, but again, it's your essence that's going, hey, this shit needs to go, Okay, so as you pull your frequency body in and integrate with your physical body, your frequency self or your spirit or your essence looks around and goes, I don't want this abuse program. I don't want this health issue, or why am I sacrificing myself for money here? That's not full abundance. That's not total abundance. That needs to go. So it is a process. If you have questions, email me, hello@james-mcdonald.com, or you can DM me on any social platform, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quick as possible. That just immerse yourself in the content, immerse yourself, if you're ready, immerse yourself in the programs that I host, or sessions. Have a session with me if you want to book in. But if you're not ready to get into those paid programs, just hang out. Do the free resources that I provide. Okay, so look around, and I'll see you on the flip side. And as always, notice those details around you, notice your environment, and then note you in your environment, and watch.